Hello, children. I present to you the continuation of the crossover by Kwame Alexander. Patellotendinitis, a noun. The condition that arises when the muscle that connects the kneecap to the shin bone becomes irritated due to overuse, especially from jumping activities. As in, on the top shelf of mom and dad's closet, in a silver safety box, JB and I discovered that my dad has jumper's knee, aka patellotendinitis. As in, as a rookie, my dad led his team to the EuroLeague championship, but thanks to patellotendinitis, he went from a superstar with $1 million fadeaway jumper to a star whose career had faded away. As in, I wonder why my dad never had surgery on his patellotendinitis. Sundays after church. When the prayers end and the doors open, the bells hit center stage, and the curtain opens up on the afternoon pickup game in the gym at the County Recreation Center. The cast is full of regulars and rookies with cartoon names like Flapjack, Scoobs, and Cookie. The hip-hop soundtrack blasts, the bass booms, the crowd looms. There's music and mocking, teasing nonstop, but when the play begins, all the talk ceases. Dad shovel passes the ball to me. I, behind the back, pass to JB, who sinks a 20-foot three. See, this is how we act Sundays after church. Basketball rule number 2. Random text from Dad. Hustle, dig, grind, push, run fast, change, pivot, chase, pull, aim, shoot. Work smart, live smarter, play hard, practice harder. Girls. I walk into the lunchroom with JB. Heads turn. I'm not bald like JB, but my hair is close enough so that people sprinting past us do double takes. Finally, after we sit at our table, the questions come. Why'd you cut your hair, filthy? How can we tell who's who? JB answers, I'm the cool one who makes free throws. And I holler, I'm the one who can dunk. We both get laughs. Some girl who we've never seen before in tight jeans and pink Reeboks comes up to the table. JB's eyes are ocean wide, his mouth swimming on the floor, his clownish grin embarrassing. So when she says, is it true that twins know what each other are thinking? I tell her, you don't have to be his twin to know what he's thinking. While Vondi and JB. While Vondi and JB debate about whether the new girl is a knockout or just beautiful, a hottie or a cutie, a layup or a dunk, I finish my vocabulary homework, and my brother's vocabulary homework, which I don't mind, since English is my favorite subject, and he did the dishes for me last week. But it's hard to concentrate in the lunchroom with the girls' step team practicing in one corner, a rap group performing in the other, and Vondi and JB waxing poetic about love and basketball. So when they ask, what do you think, filthy? I tell them, she's pulchritudinous. Pulchritudinous, an adjective. Having great physical beauty and appeal. As in, every guy in the lunchroom is trying to flirt with the new girl because she's so pulchritudinous. As in, I've never had a girlfriend, but if I did, you better believe she'd be pulchritudinous. As in, wait a minute, why is the pulchritudinous new girl now talking to my brother? Practice. Coach reads to us from The Art of War. A winning strategy is not about planning, he says. It's about quick responses to changing conditions. Then he has us do footwork drills, followed by 40 wind sprints from the baseline to half court. The winner doesn't have to practice today, Coach says. And Vondi blasts off like Apollo 17, his long legs giving him an edge, but I'm the quickest guy on the team. So on the last lap, I run hard, take the lead by a foot, and even though I don't plan it, I let him win and get ready to practice harder. Walking home. Hey JB, you think we can win the county championship this year? I don't know, man. Hey GB, why do you think Dad never had knee surgery? Man, I don't know. Hey JB, why can't Dad eat? Look, filthy, we'll win if you stop missing free throws. Nobody likes doctors. And Dad can't eat foods with too much salt because Mom told him he can't. Any more questions? Yeah, one more. You want to play to 21 when we get home? Sure. You got $10? He asks. Man to man. In the driveway, I'm shaking and baking. You don't want none of this, I say. I'm about to take it to the hole. Keep your eye on the ball. I'd hate to see you F-A-L-L. You should have gone with your girlfriend to the mall. Just play ball, JB shouts. Okay, but watch out, my brother. Tar Heel lover. I'm about to go under, cover. Then bring it, he says. And I do, all the way to the top. So smooth, I make him drop. So nasty, the floor should be mopped. But before I can shoot, Mom comes up. Josh, come clean your room. After dinner. Dad takes us to the rec to practice shooting free throws with one hand while he stands 2 feet in front of us, waving frantically in our faces. It will teach you to focus, he reminds us. 3 players from the local college recognize Dad and ask him for autographs for our parents. Dad chuckles along with them. JB ignores them. I challenge them. It won't be so funny when we shut you amateurs down, will it? I say. Oh, this young boy got hops like his old man, the tallest one says. Talk is cheap, Dad says. If y'all want to run, let's do this. First one to 11. The tall one asks Dad if he needs crutches and checks the ball to me. And the game begins, right after JB screams, Loser pays $20! After we win. I see the pink Reeboks wearing girl shooting baskets on the other court. She plays ball too? JB walks over to her, and I can tell he likes her because when she goes in for a layup, he doesn't slap the ball silly like he tries to do with me. He just stands there looking silly, smiling on the other court at the pink Reeboks wearing girl. Dad takes us to Krispy Kreme and tells us his favorite story, again. Didn't Mom say no more donuts? JB asks Dad. What your mother doesn't know won't hurt her, he answers, biting into his third chocolate-glazed cruller. Good shooting today. We beat those boys like they stole something, he adds. Why didn't we take their money, Dad? I ask. They were kids, filthy, just like y'all. The look on their faces after we beat them 11-0 was enough for me. Remember when you were 2 and I taught you the game? You had a bottle in one hand and a ball in the other. And your mom thought I was crazy. I was crazy. Crazy in love with my twin boys. Once, when you were 3, I took you to the park to shoot free throws. The guy who worked there said, this basket is 10 feet tall. For older kids. Kids like yours might as well shoot at the sun. And then he laughed. And I asked him if a deaf person could write music. And he said, huh? Then took out his wrench and told me, I'm going to lower the goal for y'all. We remember, Dad. And then you told us Beethoven was a famous musician who was deaf. And how many times do we have to hear the same... And Dad interrupts me. Interrupt me again and I'll start all over. Like I was saying, I handed both of you a ball. Stood you between the foul line and the rim. Told you to shoot. You did. And it was musical. Like the opening of Beethoven's Fifth. Da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da. Your shots whistled like a train pulling into the station. I expected you to make it, and you did. The guy was in shock. He looked at me like he'd missed the train. Basketball rule number 3. Never let anyone lower your goals. Others' expectations of you are determined by their limitations of life. The sky is your limit, sons. Always shoot for the sun, and you will shine. Josh's play-by-play. The Red Rockets, defending county champions, are in the house tonight. They brought their whole school. The place is oozing crimson. They're beating us 29-28 with less than a minute to go. I'm at the free throw line. All I have to do is make both shots to take the lead. The first is up, and clank. It hits the rim. The second looks real good. Missed again. But Vondi grabs the rebound. A fresh 24 on the shot clock. Number 33 on the Rockets strips the ball from Vondi. This game is like ping pong with all the back and forth. He races down court for an easy lay. Oh, Houston, we have a problem. I catch him and slap the ball on the glass. Ever seen anything like this from a 7th grader? Didn't think so. Me and JB are stars in the making. The Rockets full court press me, but I get it across the line just in time. 10 seconds left. I pass the ball to JB. They double team him in a hurry. Don't want to give him an easy three. 5 seconds left. JB lobs the ball. I rise like a Learjet. 7th graders aren't supposed to dunk, but guess what? I snatch the ball out of the air and slam! Yeah, I'm in your mug! Who's the man? Let's look at that again. Oh, I forgot. This is junior high. No instant replay until college. Well, with a game like this, that's where me and JB are headed. The new girl. The new girl comes up to me after the game. Her smile ocean wide, my mouth wide shut. Nice dunk, she says. Thanks. Y'all coming to the gym over the Thanksgiving break? Probably. Cool. By the way, why'd you cut your locks? They were kinda cute. Standing right behind me, Vondi giggles. Kinda cute, he mocks. Then JB walks up. Hey, JB, great game. I brought you some iced tea, she says. Is it sweet? He asks. And just like that, JB and the new girl are sipping sweet tea together. I missed 3 free throws tonight. Each night after dinner, Dad makes us shoot free throws until we make 10 in a row. Tonight he says I have to make 15. Basketball rule number 4. If you miss enough of life's free throws, you will pay in the end. Having a mother. Having a mother is good when she rescues you from free throw attempt number 36, your arms as heavy as sea anchors. But it can be bad when your mother is a principal at your school. Bad in so many ways. It's always education this and education that. After a double overtime basketball game, I only want 3 things: food, bath, sleep. The last thing I want is education. But each night, Mom makes us read. Don't know how he does it, but JB listens to his iPod at the same time, so he doesn't hear me when I ask him, is Miss Sweet Tea his girlfriend? He claims he's listening to French classical, that it helps him concentrate. Yeah, right. Sounds more like Jay-Z and Kanye in Paris. Which is why when Mom and Dad start arguing, he doesn't hear them either. Mom shouts, "Get a checkup! Hypertension is genetic!" I'm fine. Stop high-posting me, baby, Dad whispers. Don't play me, Charles. This isn't a basketball game. I don't need a doctor. I'm fine. Your father didn't need a doctor either. He was alive when he went into the hospital. Oh, so now you're afraid of hospitals? Nobody's afraid. I'm fine. It's not that serious. Fainting is a joke, is it? I saw you, baby, and I got a little excited. Come kiss me. Don't do that. Baby, it's nothing. I just got a little dizzy. You love me? Like summer loves short nights? Get a checkup then. Only cure I need is you. I'm serious about this, Chuck. Only doctor I need is Dr. Crystal Bell. Now come here. And then there's silence. So I put the pillow over my head, because when they stop talking, I know what that means. Hypertension, a noun. A disease otherwise known as high blood pressure. As in, Mom doesn't want Dad eating salt because too much of it increases the volume of blood, which can cause hypertension. As in, hypertension can affect all types of people, but you have a higher risk if someone in your family has had the disease. As in, I think my grandfather died of hypertension. To fall asleep. To fall asleep, I count and recount my 37 strands of my past in the box beneath my bed. Why we only ate salad for Thanksgiving. Because every year, Grandma makes a big, delicious dinner. But this year, 2 days before Thanksgiving, she fell off her front stoop on the way to buy groceries. So Uncle Bob, my mom's younger brother, who smokes cigars and thinks he's a chef because he watches food TV, decided he would prepare a feast for the whole family, which consisted of macaroni with no cheese, concrete hard cornbread, and a greenish looking ham that prompted Mom to ask if he had any eggs to go along with it, which made Grandma laugh so hard she fell again, this time right out of her wheelchair. How do you spell trouble? During the vocabulary test, JB passes me a folded note to give to Miss Sweet Tea, who sits at the desk in front of me, and who looks pretty tight in her pink denim capris and matching sneaks. Someone cracks a window. A cold breeze whistles. Her hair dances to its own song. In this moment, I forget about the test and the note until JB hits me in the head with his number 2. Somewhere between camaraderie and imbecile, I tap her beige bare shoulder with the note. At that exact moment, the teacher's head creeps up from his desk, his eyes directly on me. I'm a fly caught in a web. What do I do? Hand over the note? Embarrass JB? Or hide the note? Take the heat? I look at my brother, his forehead a factory of sweat. Miss Sweet Tea smiles, gorgeous, pink lips and all. I know what I have to do. Bad news. I sit in Mom's office for an hour, reading brochures and pamphlets about the Air Force and the Marines. She's in and out handling principal stuff. A parent protesting her daughter's F, a pranked substitute teacher crying, a broken window. After an hour, she finally sits in the chair next to me and says, "The good news is, I'm not going to suspend you. The bad news, Josh, is that neither Duke nor any other college accepts cheaters. Since I can't seem to make a decent man out of you, perhaps the Air Force or Marines can." I want to tell her I wasn't cheating, that this was all JB and Miss Sweet Tea's fault, and this will never happen again, that Duke is the only thing that matters. But a water pipe bursts in the girls' bathroom. So I tell her I'm sorry, it won't happen again, then head off to my next class.